Alright, here we go. And this is my son's room. And he actually loves this bike right here. And it looks really looks really good, and we're going to be putting the controller on the bike, and we're going to be putting the motor in today, which is the motor sitting right here, and 3,000 watt motor, good motor made by NB Power. And so we're going to get him out the gaming chair and into riding now. So my thing is right here. So I had the controller mounted right here on my bike. Now that we have a battery, a triangle battery that's going to be inside this triangle, we are going to find out what is the best place to mount this controller. So let's grab that controller. And we got the Sabaton 72-150. And we have inside the box, we have the UKC1 display. We're going to be mounting that soon. And we got USB program, but I have a Bluetooth. So we got the throttles, and we're going to have the alarm, which is going to be installing on here. Here's the main thing right here. Sabaton controller. So I know y'all probably might have some ideas, but I think I came up with an idea before. I don't want to put it right here, mount it right here, because it's hard to pedal. You got the Sabaton controller between your legs, and it's very hard to pedal. And the reason why I know this, because I did it before. Now, if you're not going to pedal, it'll be fine right there. Yeah. And I was thinking about putting it right here, but it makes the bike look wonky. I don't know. And then about right down here is to mount it right here, as y'all can see. Now the problem with that one is if you jump, like, because we do this all the time, and put this down, say like the controller's mounted right here, and we like to go off-road with this bike all the time. If we jump, the suspension is going to compress, and the tire is actually going to hit the controller, and we don't want that either. So I'm thinking that we're going to mount the controller. Let's see here. We're going to mount it right here. We're going to mount it right there, and it's going to be away from the pedals. It's going to have clearance and everything, and the wiring is going to be up the frame and everything, and the wire is going to come up, over, and around. And I think that's the best play to put it. The only my concern is rocks hitting this. Maybe I can have some sort of a cover that cover this up. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and flip the bike over. We're gonna go ahead and flip the bike over, and we're gonna get the controller mounted, and we're gonna put the wheel on, and we'll see how's it look from there. I just don't want to start making holes in this frame, and if it doesn't work here, then I'll be putting it here or right here. Right? I mean, I think it looks goofy right here, to tell you the truth. It just maybe this location might be better than this location, because of the when you pedal, you're not rubbing this. Look, this thing right here will not be hitting your legs, your thighs, really. The reason I noticed, because I tried it on my bike, and I couldn't pedal worth a damn. So that is a big X. So the only options I either have the location here, or right down here. So, but we're gonna try this. We're gonna try right down there. And I think that lowers the center of gravity, for the most part, and I think it'll make it look better. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right quick. Turn the fan on. Let me turn the light on up there. All right. So now we have a hole drilled for the controller mount right here. Now I'm gonna do the other one. I had to take the wheel off in order to got to take the wheel off in order to make clearance for the drill to go through here. And then once I drill it, I'm gonna put some foam right here. I'm gonna put some foam right here, and then the controller is gonna be mounted right here. See right here, it's gonna have some clearance. So I have clearance with the pedals, and then it's clearance with the crank. So I think this will be a good location right here. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna drill. Hold on. If I can even get it right, because the handlebars. Okay, let's see. About right there. Hold on. It's right there. Okay. Feels a little dull. Oh, there we go. All right, now we'll go ahead and drill the second hole. Might have to buy another drill bit. All right. All right. So hold on. Come over here. I'm coming. Since we got it now, let's check the holes. Okay. Perfect. Come here. Look at this. Holes lined up. So we got right here. We got a hose lined up right there. And then we have the hose lined up right down here at the bottom. Yep, right there. All right. So we get it mounted up. All right. So I ran into a little bit of problem. Been stuck on this wheel for 30 minutes. And trying to contemplate what I need to do with the torque arm issue, and I have to make a new one because the old one doesn't fit. The one that I made does not fit, and I made it specifically for that motor. So I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what I did wrong, but it's not fitting. And I use a little bit less washers, but when I put this on, and I put that on, let's get that in. It goes on, but the hole's not lining up like it's supposed to. And even though this hole does line up, I have this enormous gap between the dropout and this torque arm. If I add washers to take up the slack, then I have this much room left to put my nut on, and I do not want that. So I'm about to scrap this. So I got to take this off. Got to make a new one. So we're not gonna need this no more. This is garbage. So what I'm gonna do is new torque arm. Put it right here. So I'm gonna put it right there. And what I'm gonna do is the end of this is just right. So I'm gonna bolt that on, and I'm about to add a spacer or a washer between these two, and I'm gonna weld this. I'm gonna tack it, take it off, weld it, paint it, and I have officially torque on for this wheel. So that's where I'm at right now. So if anybody on YouTube building this type of e-bike, a high power one, not a 1500 or 1000 watt, something that's high power like this, and you're gonna run into complications, especially when you want to add a little bit of security to the axles with a torque arm issue and everything. I don't want to just put a hose clamp on my frame and then a bolt it right here. I like this welded and put a screw or in a nut right here, so that way I know this is bolted to the frame and it's not going to move at all. But I've been on this bike for hours, maybe 2 hours now, and I'm stuck right here. So now I gotta go get the welder and get it ready. But I'm gonna bolt this on. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on, put the nut on everything. So I'm gonna put all that on. I ain't even got to deal with that. That's fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready, and then I'm going ahead and have this wire loom it over to where the control is going to be at, and flip it over, take it outside, get this all tack welded and everything, get it painted, and hopefully that'll do it. So I will be back with the progress on this bike. Got the zip ties nice and neat right here, just a little bit neat. It's going to go on the pedal, and then it's going to reach the controller, which is going to be mounted right here. I'm going to have some little cushion right here and bolt it right here just to absorb the shock, and then we're going to plug the Fabricating in right quick, and then we're going to take it out. Well, before I take it outside, I'm going to go ahead and throw the other hydraulic brake on right quick, and then we're going to take it outside and get this welded up and everything, and then bolt it right here on the side, and I think that'll be it. I think we're making progress, y'all. We're making progress. So long process, I'm gonna say, but whoo, man. Even though I know how to do this stuff, and it just takes hours. I mean, all the prepping and just the fabrication, you know, and just trying to figure out how to get all this stuff at, you know, it just long process. I didn't want to make this video long, but you know, I know people wants to do stuff like this, you know, make a fast bike. Believe me, it is going to be fast, and it's going to be fun to ride, especially when we're going off road with this bad boy. We're going to do some hill climbing, and we're going to be doing some jumps. So yeah, it's going to be a fun process. I just can't wait to get them all on the road, and we're going to do the damn thing. So I got it on its wheels now. I think the Fabricating looks way better down there. It just out of plain sight. And the wires going to be tucked. They're going to be tucked in and everything. And this is going to lay over like this, and it clears the pedals. I mean, so I think time's going to tell. We're making it. So go ahead and add the brakes. We're going to add the zoom brakes on this side, and then we're going to go ahead and deal with this torque arm, and we're done. I mean, as far as the controller and the motor mount and everything, we're done. Then we just focus on the wiring, and then hopefully the battery will come in. Get that battery on in there. But if I can, I'm going to use my son's battery off of his bike to program it. Hopefully we can get that programmed and everything, and I wish I could show y'all, I mean, how to do that. I'm not a YouTuber, and I'm really ain't planning on to be one. I just like making videos to show y'all, you know, this is what can happen if you take your time, save your money. Because me working a 9 to 5, barely making it, you know, from paycheck to paycheck, you know, could save up some money and afford this. I had to sell the other bike just to get this done, and I had all that, you know, from my other project I had on the bike. But it's not cheap. I mean, for a poor ass smoke like me, it ain't cheap, man. It's not cheap at all. And it might not be cheap to other people that has the money to buy the stuff, but in all reality, man, you got to save, man. The batteries almost cost just as much as the controller and motor put together. So, you know, I had to sell a couple of things to do this. So I think it looks good. I ain't gonna lie, it looks good. So we're gonna continue with the motor. I'm gonna get my welder out and go ahead and start welding that the torque arm up and everything, and get it all nice and neat. So we'll get back at you. Then I got it marked up, and then I got a little bolt right there. We're gonna weld it, and then I'm gonna cut it, trim it, paint it, put it back on, and that'll be good. Yeah. It's my son's birthday today, so we're celebrating that. getting all this.
I kind of did.
You don't have to stop it. All right. Oh, one more. Okay. It's getting kind of late. Just getting the wire. I just got the throttle cable and everything. Got the brakes hooked up. See the brakes. And got this plate hooked up. But now I'm got to zip tie all this up and get it all nice and neat right quick. Then connect it. I got a Hall sensor adapter. Got to connect, and then I got to put the alarm, and then and we're gonna try to test this before it gets too late. All right. Finally got done with the bike. Controller's right there. Wiring's all done. The alarm's hooked up. Finally got the torque arm welded, bolted. And I mounted the spot for the USB to plug in, the Bluetooth. So mounted that right there. And I left this kind of dangling so I can unplug this to program the Fabricating controller. And we're gonna get my son's battery on here to test it out right quick, and I'm finna do that in a few minutes. But I got to wire up the minus and the positive. I gotta wire that up, and then I'm probably gonna send it down up here, because the battery's probably gonna be right up in here somewhere. So I'm gonna do that right quick. What you saying now? Go ahead.
If you're gonna have gold, I'm gonna say it's gold, a gold chain.
Yep.
Then you should have gold pieces instead of like different colors.
Yeah, I know, but that's all we have right now. So he's saying he's gonna swap these out with the gold pieces, the front and rear. So I don't know, maybe so. I think we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do the whole test tonight and just test it out. You want to do that? Okay. So I'm gonna get the wire and everything, and then we're gonna get this battery out of that e-bike over there, and tie it up, and he's gonna just get it all set up. So when the battery do come in, it'll all be set up, ready to go. So we want to do that real quick. Okay? Man. I guess today I'm in a standstill. I can't even finish the bike today. It's getting late outside, and it's, you know what I'm saying, my youngest son's birthday. So apparently I misplaced some little connectors that I was brought for the negative and the positive turbos, so I can hook it up to the XT90s and route it towards the battery that's going to come on. So let me show you the ones on my bike. Those are the ones that's missing that I was supposed to use on this one. So let me show you right quick. So if you happen to look, get my controller. You happen to look, I had made some connectors that I got from Home Depot. So apparently I misplaced them somewhere, I don't know. So I might just have to. Anyways, this controller is going to be relocated too. So because it's too far up, I'm about to relocate that down here where I did my son. So anyways, that's what's going to deal tomorrow. I'll go to Home Depot, get it done, and hopefully we'll be able to test ride tomorrow and everything. And then I think it's a clean setup. I think it's a lot cleaner than my bike is. So I'm about to, like I said, I'm gonna relocate the speed control down there and try to do some of that wiring, like, you know, blacken it up or something, you know. But everything went on, 3,000 watt motor and everything. So we'll get to it tomorrow, and hopefully we can test this bad boy. All right, see you tomorrow.